They go into the eye.
They're reaching, they're going wide. Hoover got it.
Kyrie Young.
Whoa, how'd he get out of there?
Because he is a big young man. That's 6'3", 220 showing itself off there.
Yes, it was.
Got out of a couple tackles.
That was a 2-yard gain, but that was a heck of a run.
Want to remind you after the game that our Altman Player of the Game, the Altman Health Foundation, will sponsor our Player of the Game. We'll give it to the player who best deserves it this evening. Right now, I'm guessing it's going to be a Hoover Viking, because right now, a couple of Vikings playing good games on both sides of the ball, and we'll decide that again after the game. The Altman Health Foundation Player of the Game. Third down.
3rd and 9.
For the play, timeout by Buchtel. .741 in the first half, and Hoover so far showing out here on opening night. They have a 2-touchdown lead in the beautiful city of North Canton.
It's the Honda Summer Spectacular event. That means more euphoric feelings that come from getting a great deal on a Honda CR-V or HR-V. Or from getting a Pilot or Passport. All part of 2019's Best SUV brand. Hurry in today and experience the joy for yourself.
Get a great deal on the Honda CR-V, part of 2019's Best SUV brand, at the Honda Summer Spectacular event.
Y'all know it's football season. Around these parts, football season is barbecue season. If you want to score big on game day, make slow-smoked Old Carolina barbecue your go-to spot before, during, and after all the games. No need to cook on Friday. Meet before the game at Old Carolina. Or grab a party pack and host the ultimate college or pro football party. Featuring award-winning ribs, tender pulled pork, and jumbo smoked wings. We have options for all your pigskin pig-outs. Get more info at oldcarolina.com. Old Carolina Barbecue Company. Meet before the game.
Wake up with Canton's Morning News. Pam Cook reports all the news, traffic, and weather you need to get your day started. News Talk 1480 WHBC. Online at WHBC.com.
Big third down coming up for Buchtel. Our Alt Care TV game of the week. John Bozica, Elmer Sheets, Noah Hiles, Bob Jeffries, our statistician.
They're under center.
They go into the eye. Play fake. Wants to throw. Portis was there. It's picked off. Off of the tip, Brad Smith, the corner with a beautiful play. The junior. That's a nominee for our rock-solid play of the game, brought to you by Friends and Family Credit Union. That's a gorgeous play, Elmer.
Let's see that play. Will we see that play again? Yeah.
We will.
All right.
He just waited.
This guy moved, but that's okay. I'm sure Hoover declines.
Tipped.
What a great play. That was a great football play by that young man.
Brad Smith. He timed the ball well.
Yes, he did. I mean, big play now. Will Hoover strike deep now? What do you think?
We'll see.
I guess they will. They'll just give it to the big boy.
That's striking deep for Brian Baum.
That's right.
He told you brought up, Tim, during our discussion with him midweek, you said 72% Ashby is completed.
Yes.
And he said, I'm not one to sling the ball around, but he said, that makes me want to sling the ball around. Ashby is a sophomore last year. 72% of his passes.
Over 2,700 yards. That's impressive. That's 270 yards a game. That's a lot of yardage.
Johnson, the man in motion.
Whoa,
There's Johnson, makes a man miss. Drew Johnson, a broken tackle away.
Tell you what, that was a dangerous
from the sideline. Nice open field tackle again by Aaron Spooney, the strong safety.
Watch how close it was for the Griffs to, whoop, they're going fast pace here.
Third down, long to go, about 7 to go. Ashby wanted to rush up to the line, tried the hard count at first. I want to talk about the hard count after this play. Ashby. Oh, that's a gorgeous pass. And that's Brock Henney, all alone. That was so beautiful timing-wise.
Yes, it was. How did he get so wide open?
Because he ran a nice route.
I guess.
We'll go down to the sideline now, brought to you by SARTA. Noah Hiles, go ahead.
John, you saw before the nice turnover forced by the Hoover Vikings defense, Elliot Tourneau, one of the 2 players on the 70-plus man roster who plays both ways. He left the field with an injury. Just talked to the trainer. He's going to be okay. Just twisted the knee a little bit. He'll be back in next series. Back to you.
Gregualo gets the handoff there on the first down. So far, when Hoover has had to run the ball, they've run it successfully. When they've had to pass the ball, they've passed it successfully.
Maybe that's why they're winning 14-0.
I was trying to throw my water away up here in the press box, and I accidentally threw it at somebody here. I did not mean to do that.
Sure.
Second down. I'm not that needy. Ashby, Gregualo, big hole. And again, he runs through people. He met Robert Young-Jones, the strong safety, there and said, come and take a ride.
It was a trap by the slot man, number 42.
Connor Maley. I imagine Gregualo would go nicely in your offense.
He could play for anybody. I think I've told you there's a correlation between winning and talent.
You've told me that 1 or 2 times. Johnson in motion on the third down. Ashby.
Well, nice thing.
Get him. Oh! Just over Brock Henney's head.
He had him.
Now keep in mind, there is no Trent Graham tonight. He was the deep target last year, the deep threat towards the end of the season for Hoover offensively, but he has been battling a nagging knee injury throughout the offseason and still battling that now.
Okay, we got a 4th down situation.
Now this is one you can go for, right?
Yeah. You're up 14. And the Griffs haven't shown a sign of that they are going to score on you. So go for it.
Ashby wants to throw. Might have to run. Finds
nice
Johnson.
Wait a That was an athletic move.
He is such a safety blanket. Drew Johnson last year, just to put in perspective, 60 receptions last season for Hoover. That's what you said. Nice athletic move.
Watch this. Ducks it up, takes it out, gets his shoulders around, and completes the pass.
That was a bit of Baker Mayfield there, was it not?
Who's he play for?
I don't know.
Okay.
The Browns, right?
Steve Dorshuk's team.
First down now. Ashby.
42. Get it to him.
Goes down the far sideline, back of the end zone, over the head of Drew Johnson. I agree. I saw that too. Connor Maley all alone.
42. Get it to him quicker.
Was that all goes there?
Yeah, 4 goes.
In that case, is there one guy that you look at? I mean, probably 42.
I
Connor
think you
Maley.
try to read the safety on something like that, and you try to put pressure on the safety. But if you have 2 guys running down the hash, and whichever one he takes, you go to the other one. Kind of look them off, and that's what they have. They have the single high safety. So you'd watch him.
Hand off. Gregualo.
He's still going.
That's the thing we talked about with him last year too, is he gains a nice chunk for a third and manageable coming up, but he keeps his feet moving too.
Yeah.
Never stops.
And as you noticed, as this game is going on, he's wearing the Griffins down. He's pounding them up inside.
3rd down 4.
22 seniors this year for the Hoover Vikings. They're an experienced group coming off the 7-3 season last year. It was their first Fed League title last year since 2008. They're trying to meet those expectations this year.
3rd down.
3rd and 4. Ashby. Gregualo out of the backfield. Adam Gregualo.
Nice play.
Pushed out of bounds at the last moment, but another beautiful play. Pushed out by Marquel Cook. And Marquell appears to be down on the sideline. This is a nice play here.
Yeah, it is. That's getting that kid out on the corner. Okay.
I like a swing pass there almost.
Yeah, that's what it was. Just, you know, it's almost like running the sweep to that side with the fullback, just getting them the ball and letting them run. They have some blocking out on the perimeter. Good play.
We'll go down to the sideline again. Again, this report brought to you in part by SARTA. Noah Hiles. You staying warm down there?
Yep, and John, it is Markel Cook, as you said. He's down. That sideline hit, I don't think it was him that actually laid it out. He was running next to him, realized the sideline did not want to make the hit. It looked like it was friendly fire that brought him down by injury. His teammates were running over, trying to rush and help him up, saying, come on, you got to get excited, you got to get back in the game. And he told him, no, go away. I'm not feeling too good right now. You could see he's getting helped up by some coaching staff and trainers right now, walking pretty gingerly on that left leg. We'll keep an eye on that. I'll have more on it later. Back to you guys.
Really early in the year for for wondering about effort like that. Not that that is an effort issue, because
no.
I mean, you get hurt like that. It seems like he had the wind knocked out of him more than anything.
He's back in there, so he didn't even come out. So
no, I think you have to leave the field for at least one play. He is coming out over here.
Oh, he is?
He is. Getting attended to by the trainers.
What do we got, 1st and 10 on the 15?
Absolutely.
What do you think? What are they going to do, run the ball or throw the ball? What do you think right now?
I think you could do either.
Well, that's not an answer.
That's what I'm allowed to say.
Oh, way to make a decision.
I like to make decisions. That's Grigualo that gets the handoff, though.
Yes. I would have said he was going to run the ball.
I just wait until the play happens, because then I'm not wrong.
Oh.
It's a good way to not be wrong.
Hey. Typical fan. Typical fan. All right, we got 2nd and 10 here.
John Bozika, Elmer Sheets. Glad we can bring you the All-Care TV replay game of the week. Noah Hiles on the sideline. Bob Jeffries, our statistician. Johnson, the man in motion. Ashby runs the way that Johnson was in motion. Ashby tries to cut it upfield, and he is met in the open field by Jamakis Portis. Transferred in from St. V, has interest from Akron and Kent State at the next level, and you can see why.
Well, remember in the beginning of the game, we talked about linebackers, and when you make a tackle, the running back goes backwards instead of forward. He went backwards. He'll hit you.
He likes to hit, too.
Yeah, yes, he does. You can tell. He enjoys it.
3rd down, and well, Hoover wants to take a timeout here. 1:55 left in the first half. Again, Hoover continues to play good football here at home as they lead 14-0 as we head to a timeout.
Skeppers likes to keep an eye on her neighborhood, like MCTV watches out for our neighbors to make sure everything runs smoothly for our customers. From our technicians in the field to our engineering experts behind the scenes, we use top technology to keep your internet, TV, and phone connected. Plus, expert local technical support and friendly people to greet you. Everything in the neighborhood, the way it should be. MCTV, we go the extra mile.
For nearly 20 years, thousands of people have relied on SARTA for safe, affordable, reliable transportation.
People like Misty Williams, who's riding SARTA to a brighter future. Misty's a full-time student and mom who uses our fixed routes to get to school, pick up her son at daycare, and return home at the end of a very busy day.
School, shopping, Cleveland, Akron, the airport, for work or for play. People you know count on SARTA to meet their transportation needs. And we deliver.
SARTA, where can we take you today?
3rd and 8 to go for Hoover. Ashby.
Oh, nice play.
Drew Johnson.
Nice
touchdown.
Play. Nice play.
Should be into the end zone. No signal yet. And there it is.
That's a nice run. They ran both guys in, and they brought that back right out into the flat, and there was nobody with them.
Drew Johnson.
Just watch this. Take him inside.
Number 57, Yanni Bolas.
He's
There he
out
is.
there all by himself.
All he had to do was break a tackle. Found the pylon, too.
Yes, he did. Nice play. Nice effort. That's football awareness. Knowing to put that ball inside the pylon there. Muddle huddle. Muddle huddle.
Is that what that's called?
That's called the muddle huddle. If they don't go over, you snap it over there and you get a 2-point play.
Yanni Bolas, though.
Yanni make it?
Flag on the play.
I think he made it, but there's a flag. He hasn't had an ideal night when it comes to getting extra points off. There's either been a flag or
I know
some other type of circumstance that's ruined his kick every time.
What's the play?
Waiting to see here. I think it's against Buchtel.
Was it good?
Personal foul.
Yeah, personal foul against Buchtel.
A direct charge. It'll be assessed.
So it'll be assessed on the kickoff, and the kick, the extra point was good.
Okay.
With 1:48 remaining in the second quarter, your Hoover Vikings 21.
So far, a nice game for Adam Grugualo there.
0.
Elmer.
He has 42 yards rushing, 38 yards receiving for a total of 80 total yards.
And he has a touchdown.
Pretty good
too.
balance. Pretty good balance.
Is proud to announce
TD.
the 2019 Hall of Distinction Induction Banquet. It's scheduled for Wednesday,
All right,
September 25th.
that scoring drive was 13 plays. It took 5 minutes and 46 seconds, total of 71 yards. 13-yard TD pass from Ashby to Johnson. The extra point was good. Hoover is 20, got 21. The Griffs 0.
Or from the superintendent's office.
No.
As always, they give you pizza oven pizza here at halftime. It's been all Hoover so far, and they've been getting it done.
I thought there was a penalty. I wonder why they were kicking off from where they're at. Now, here's an old rule. Where they're kicking from, if you onside kick it here, they only maybe would get the ball, on the 35-yard line?
Yeah.
With minute 48. But if you get it, you get a chance to put the game away.
I think you could do it.
Yep.
I think you could do it with quite a lot of confidence, too.
Vikings 757, Yanni Bolas.
With the way your offense is working right now, too.
Let me see. See if they'll do it. Oh, they're going to go onside kick. Ha! Ha!
There's that crystal ball coming into play. Onside attempt.
Kicked it right to him.
Covered up.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with that.
We got to get in a quick timeout here, though. 21-0. All Hoover so far in the first half. Brilliant first half so far for the Vikes.
Welcome to Friends and Family Credit Union, where we believe every member is a friend of the family.
Hi, I'm Nick Langenfeld, President and CEO of Friends and Family Credit Union. Friends and Family Credit Union provides loans, savings, checking, and other financial services to anyone who lives, works, worships, or attends school in Stark County. We provide financial needs in the most reasonable and cost-effective way. What are you waiting for? Stop in one of our locations today to become a friend of the family.
You can't tell your cold to wait? Talk to a doctor now with the new Altman Now app. Get the app now. You can't tell your migraine to wait. Talk to a doctor now with the new Altman Now app. Download the Altman Now app now.
Sun setting at North Canton Hoover. Beautiful night for a football game. Couldn't ask for better weather. It's nice and cool up here in the press box compared to most years where Hoover oftentimes is a sauna here in the press box this year. A lot different. Cool night.
Nice catch. Boy, that's a good catch.
Martavian
nice
Johnson. And that was J.R. Rupert, your guy.
Yeah. Going sideline to sideline.
He is a sound football player. I don't know that I've seen any of that thumping that you talked about.
I haven't. Not like the guy from the Griffins. He'll thump you. We saw that twice now.
Griffins forced to go to the air here. Young Jones runs though.
Nice play.
It's a nice spin.
First down.
Brought down by Cameron Bowen, the linebacker, the weak side backer.
Robert Young Johnson brought down by Cam Bowen.
It is a first down though.
Good for a first down for the Griffins.
Have it on their own 44. Young Jones, again back to throw. Steps up, now runs again. Watch this, he has open field. You know, I think had he cut that outside, he might have found the sideline. That could have been problems. It's a nice run.
Yeah, he's going to the goal line. There's no place to go there.
First down again. They're in Hoover territory now, are the Griffins. Throw middle, Martavian Johnson. Nearly a face mask there from the backside. Drew Robinson trying to wrap him up.
Get off slow. Get off slow.
You can tell that the Hoover players were doing that.
Get off slow.
Cam Bowen waited until the last minute to get up there. One last time before we have halftime, let's go down to the sideline again with Noah Hiles. Noah?
Oh, right here. Thanks, John. This Buchtel team is a little battered and bruised right now. Not much to update on Markel Cook aside from the fact he talked to trainers for pretty much the remainder of that series that Hoover had the ball. They said they're not allowed to disclose any information on him, but he does have his helmet on and is standing on the sidelines. Looks like he's eager to come back in. And the guy who just was involved with the last play, Martavian Johnson, prior to that snap, he was being checked out by the trainers. Looked like he has a little bit of something going on with his shoulder. So keep an eye on number 1 and number 2 for the Griffins as we are about to head into halftime. Back to you.
Keep an eye on them regardless because they're both talented football players, so easy to want to watch them. Second and short though. Nice look at Martavian Johnson there again. Offer on the table from Kentucky. 1,100 all-purpose yards last season for Martavian. He is a talented ball player. Young Jones wants to throw, wants to step up, throws middle towards the sideline, and just too much on that. Damon Gibbons, the intended target. He actually does throw a pretty nice ball. It's not like Ashby.
Well, if you had your choice, which two would you take? Which one would you take?
Ashby.
Ashby, yep.
Let's look at Ricky Powers, their head coach of the Buchtel Griffins. Tell a story later about him in the broadcast, about his time that he was recruited by Bo Schembechler to Michigan. I was telling the guys this story at dinner the other night, and they were all having a good laugh. Third down for the Griffs. Young Jones. That's Hollenshield. That's the tight end. Picks up the first down. Got to be slow to get up again, right?
Take your time.
Just kind of lay out there. Zach Evans. It's a nice play, though. Nice, simple play.
They still have one more timeout left here.
Yeah.
Are they using it now?
Looks like they're waiting to reset the chains, but a flag is down. So replay third down.
It's third down.
What was that about?
A legal man downfield.
Oh.
Brings up a 3rd and 7 now.
Clock's running. Clock's running.
This might be your last play of the first half. Young Jones going to put it towards the end zone. Johnson streaking open, almost got there.
That's it.
And that will end the first half of play. Last play of the first half. A little bit of confusion on the field here. Still waiting to see. Hoover heads off. I think Buchtel's going to head off as well. Officials still conferring on the field. Just want to make sure that we get things right here. Last look at that play to end the half there, and that does end the first half. A first half dominated by the Hoover Vikings at the half. It's the Vikes by 3 touchdowns. Stay with us on the All Care TV replay game of the week.
Y'all know it's football season. Around these parts, football season is barbecue season. If you want to score big on game day, make slow-smoked Old Carolina barbecue your go-to spot before, during, and after all the games. No need to cook on Friday. Meet before the game at Old Carolina. Or grab a party pack and host the ultimate college or pro football party. Featuring award-winning ribs, tender pulled pork, and jumbo smoked wings. We have options for all your pigskin pig-outs. Get more info at oldcarolina.com. Old Carolina Barbecue Company. Meet before the game.
Got a news tip? Email us at newstip@whbc.com. For everything WHBC, news, weather, and sports, personality blogs, and more, log on to WHBC.com.
And we return in at halftime to Don Hertler Senior Field. As at the half, it's Hoover 21 and Buchtel nothing. So far, a good first half for the Hoover Vikings in a number of different ways, Elmer. Really played a solid first half.
There's no question about it. We talked about them controlling the ball and controlling Buchtel's offense, and I think they're doing a really, really good job of that. And, and you look at my big thing is the kicking game in the first game of the season. Again, I know coaches make decisions, but when Ricky went with Powers went on that 4th and 1, that first series, that might have been too early in the game, to my estimation, to do something like that. Hey, it's hindsight. If it had worked, great.
Always 2020, right?
Yeah, I've never made a mistake after.
So let's go and check out the highlights now from the first half. Elmer will take a look at each play here. Starting with these highlights here. First touchdown here.
This is a straight-ahead dive play by Gregallo. And here's the second one. Here's a counter play by the quarterback. He fakes one away and comes around. And it's definitely a run. And here's a belly action pass and a great pass to the guy in the flat. Right, a 2-point conversion. Now, this play was just a great play. They ran both outside guys in, and they took the inside guy out. And he was wide open. And, I'm not sure there might have been a pick play on that, but I don't know. I can't tell from here.
Hey, when it works, that's all that matters.
And it's not called. It's a great play.
21-0 Hoover at the half. A dominant first half for the Hoover Vikings, playing really good football on their opening night in the 2019 season. Back with more after these timeouts.
It's the Honda Summer Spectacular event. That means more euphoric feelings that come from getting a great deal on a Honda CR-V or HR-V. Or from getting a Pilot or Passport. All part of 2019's best SUV brand. Hurry in today and experience the joy for yourself.
Get a great deal on the Honda Pilot, part of 2019's best SUV brand, at the Honda Summer Spectacular event.
We got game. We are your Stark County home for the Cleveland Cavaliers, Browns, Indians, and the Ohio State Buckeyes. News Talk 1480 WHBC. Online at WHBC.com. Wake up with Canton's Morning News. Pam Cook reports all the news, traffic, and weather you need to get your day started. News Talk 1480 WHBC. Online at WHBC.com.
And again, we come back at halftime. Buchtel and Hoover doing battle here at Don Hertler Senior Field. And at the half, it is all Hoover 21-0. We take a look at some halftime stats, Elmer. Really a dominant first half for Hoover in most statistical categories. They really did well.
There's no question about that. If you look at but the rushing yards are very similar. Buchtel had 56, Hoover had 68. But the big thing is the passing yardage, 19 to 111, and first downs, 10 for Hoover, 4 for Buchtel, and total yards 177 to 75 for Buchtel. So rushing-wise, it's very close, but the passing of the quarterback making the difference right now.
Also, too, penalties, kind of something that bogged down Buchtel a lot in the first half. 7 total for 50 yards. Hoover was very clean, though.
They had 3 for 40, and you know, again, it's the first game of the season. You're going to have mistakes, and so far, Hoover been playing sound football. Sure. And that's what you want in the first game of the season, because the second game of the season, that's when you want to make an improvement. That's the biggest jump from during the season, from the first game to the second game. First game you want to win, and you want to get and you want to improve that second game. That's the biggest improvement.
A couple of individuals to look at, too.
Okay, for Hoover, Connor Ashby, he had 10 attempts, 8 completions, 111 yards, 1 TD. Adam Gregorio, he had 13 rushes, 42 yards, 1 TD. Connor Ashby had 7 rushes for 26 yards, 1 TD. Drew Johnson had 4 catches for 22 and 1 TD. And Adam, again, had 2 catches for 38.
As for Buchtel, not really the same story.
For Buchtel, their passing attempts, they had 7 attempts and 4 completions for 19 yards and 1 interception.
Robert Jones, that interception, too, by Brad Smith for Hoover, that was a beautiful pick.
That was a great play.
It was.
Kid sat down and he picked that right off the ground. And Robert Young Jones, he had 7 rushes for 49 yards, which was 7-yard average, which is a good, or average. And Kyrie Young had 6 rushes for 11 yards.
Buchtel definitely has their work cut out for him as we head into the second half of play. And when we come back, we'll get you set for the second half kickoff and talk about some keys for both teams heading into the second half of week 1 between Hoover and Buchtel. Stay with us.
For nearly 20 years, thousands of people have relied on SARTA for safe, affordable, reliable transportation.
People like Misty Williams, who's riding SARTA to a brighter future. Misty's a full-time student and mom who uses our fixed routes to get to school, pick up her son at daycare, and return home at the end of a very busy day.
School, shopping, Cleveland, Akron, the airport, for work or for play. People you know count on SARTA to meet their transportation needs. And we deliver.
SARTA, where can we take you today?
The Roadman and JT team up for a lively take on sports. It's a whole new attitude. Afternoons from 3 till 7, weekdays on News Talk 1480 WHBC and online at WHBC.com. The score and more with the Altman Heart Center ticker. Go to WHBCSports.com and click on the Altman Heart ticker icon. WHBCSports.com. High school football lives here.
Start of the third quarter just about upon us here at Hoover's Don Hertler Senior Field, and John Bozica, Elmer Sheets up here in the booth with me, Bob Jeffries, our statistician, and Noah Hiles down on the sideline. And we're going to check in with Noah before we get into the second half as Hoover leads commanding in a 21-0 fashion. But down to the sideline, Noah Hiles is going to talk about a special thing this year at Buchtel. Go ahead, Noah.
Thanks, John. We talked to Coach Powers earlier this week, and I asked him about a few matchups between some of his players and some of Hoover's. He says any matchup, be it team, individual, concerned with his team, is always Buchtel versus Buchtel. He said every time they're in a competition, their only opponent is themselves. I'm sure that was his message during halftime, saying we've got to cut down on the mistakes. They're outnumbering them in penalties 7-3, along with turnovers and other things that have led to this large deficit that they find themselves at. Back to you.
Kickoff, a deep one, heads the way of Elliot Torno. And Torno with a pretty nice return up across his own 25, or at least close to it. And Hoover will start with the ball in the second half. We'll see if they pick up where they left off offensively in the first half, Elmer.
Well, we're going to see.
If they do, it's good things.
Yeah, I think they want to control the ball. They want to control the clock. They don't want to turn it over to these people. Again, they're too fast. You just want to.
Well, and this is such a good microcosm for the season, playing a team like Buchtel, because they're athletic, they're quick.
Sure.
They're going to challenge you.
Sure.
Johnson, the man in motion, but Grigualo with the give. Adam Grigualo, a broken tackle away. Picks up 20 yards plus 22.
That was a different play, some kind of a counter play that they ran there with the motion.
Really good play. It was the motion man, Drew Johnson.
Pulled, guard and tackle pulled, counter tray, blocking. It's a good football play.
He's going to be approaching 100 yards, I'm sure, here in the second half.
There they come back with the same play the other way.
Grigualo. He just, I love his running style, Homer. I love it.
He runs hard. He runs hard. But they're doing a nice job of both the guard pulling and the tackle pulling on that counter tray blocking.
So Hoover's moved 29 yards, thanks in part to Adam Grigualo.
Yeah.
2 plays, 29 yards all on his back. See if he gets it again here. You think so?
Let me see. Might be a good time to go deep.
Uh-oh.
Might be a good time.
Ashby wants to throw, wants to go deep. Johnson is there over his head.
He missed him. Look at that guy down there.
Grant Fucci was all alone. The other wide receiver. I think Ashby had his pick of the litter there, whatever he wanted to go to. He throws such a nice ball.
Yes,
Homer.
he does. He has good throwing motions.
What's the technique that's so good about him?
Notice how when he's back there and he has his feet underneath him and he's stepping forward and he's throwing the ball. You know, you throw with your feet, not your arm. You get your weight underneath you, and you know, it's like baseball. Crow hop and throw, you know?
3rd and short. Johnson, the man in motion.
They're going to get it swinging out to him.
Grigualo. Close to it. He's going to be real close, if not picking it up. And he does pick it up.
Nice effort right at the end to get that first down.
So again,
he was going to be short. And there's that number 3 again, boy. That kid's all over the place.
Jamakis Portis.
He is a football player.
Last season, I wrote this note down. Buchtel was 2-5 against teams with a 6-4 record or better.
He overran him. He came back.
Marquell Cook was there to help as well. Drew Johnson in motion.
Grigualo,
though. Adam Grigualo.
They're killing him with that counter tray play.
Adam Grigualo on
right
the
now.
Flag on the play.
Adam Grigualo, as a flag is down, he's accounted for all of the yardage on this drive, whether by way of running or catching the ball.
Number 54 just grabbed the Hoover kid by his helmet and threw it to the sidelines. I don't think that's allowed to do. That's why he's coming off to the side here.
Goes against Buchtel.
That doesn't help Buchtel's situation.
It's another first down, Vikings!
Yeah, they were already in a good enough position, Hoover was, down to the 33. And now they're going to be on the Buchtel, 17-yard line.
All right. Are we going to run it or are we going to throw it here, John? Run it, huh?
It's up to Brian Baum. He makes all those decisions.
Okay. I think they're going to run it.
Grigualo.
He's going to be a lead blocker.
He's calling it now. I mean, you did call it.
Yeah.
Are you going to become like Tony Romo over there to the point to where you see a play and you just say
if I could golf like him. If I could golf like him, yeah.
Another nice off-tackle player, though.
Yes, it is. But it's more of an isolation. The play that's been killing him is a counter play, a counter tray play. Fake one way and counter back, and with the guard and tackle pull it. Let's see if we get back to that play here.
Hoover coaches there on the sideline. 2nd and short. 2nd and long, rather, about 3 to go, or about 7 to go. Marked as 3 on the scoreboard. Bad snap, and Ashby brings it in.
There was confusion in the backfield on that one. They were trying to run it.
It's back to about the line of scrimmage, though. Even picks up a yard.
Yeah, they was trying to run it. There's confusion there. Whoops, bad snap.
Did a nice job to look it in, though.
Yes, he did. You wouldn't want to turn it over, coming all the way down here and turning it over, would you?
No.
That would drive you crazy.
I think Mr. Grigualo would be mad.
Third and about, what, 6?
Absolutely.
Throw it. They're going to throw it.
There's Drew Johnson. And there's 6 points again. 13 yards out, Drew Johnson into the end zone for the second time this evening. Connor Ashby's second touchdown pass. That connection, it was gold last year. It's gold this year.
Yes, that was a great play. But, you know, it was 3rd and 6. You know they're going to throw it, don't you?
They're so effective offensively. Just
they're
everything
good.
they do.
They got great balance, don't they?
They do.
They got great balance.
I think that's what you had said, though, coming into the week.
Yeah, they can run up inside. They try to get outside on those quick screens, and he has the ability to throw the ball.
Volus's kick. And the galloping Greek is good again.
Was that Yanni?
It was.
Yanni! All right, Yanni.
Did you know that Yanni is my name in Greek? John.
No, I did not know that.
There you go. See, I'm teaching you things today.
I always wanted to be bilingual.
28-0 Vikings. They score on their opening drive of the second half and continue to take command here at home in week 1. Stay with us.
At Friends and Family Credit Union, you, the members, are the owners. Our friendly staff serves over 11,000 members, assisting with their financial needs and bettering their lifestyles.
Hi, I'm Nick Langenfeld, President and CEO of Friends and Family Credit Union. Friends and Family Credit Union provides loans, savings, checking, and other financial services to anyone who lives, works, worships, or attends school in Stark County.
Are you looking for something different? Stop in today to become a friend of the family.
There is something special about our community.
It's a feeling, a spirit, and you can sense it and see it in everyone who lives and works here.
Everyone in our community matters.
You matter.
It's a simple concept.
Yet its message carries a great impact, which we all need to hear.
Every conversation, each Pay It Forward message can have an incredible impact on someone else's life.
It can start with just 2 simple words.
You matter.
You matter.
You matter.
Don Hertler Senior Field, the field that Hertler Sr. built, I guess you could say, and Ed Glass and Hertler Jr. And now Brian Baum putting his mark on this program, week 1 of his 2019 football team, and we'll give you a drive summary here. Go ahead, Elmer.
That drive, time of possession was 3 minutes and 5 seconds. The number of plays was 8, a total of 75 yards. It was a 13-yard TD pass from Ashby to Johnson. The extra point was good. Hoover 28, Buchtel 0. Important, Hoover has had the ball 4 times, and they've scored 4 touchdowns. You know, can't get any better than that. All right. Haven't punted once.
That's impressive.
Yes, it is.
And Marquell Cook wrapped up there on the kick return. Actually, Landon Sponseller ends up coming up with it for Hoover, but Buchtel was down. You know, it's a complete team effort. It's not just Ashby. It's not just Grigualo. It's the defense doing their job. It's guys blocking. I mean, this is a complete football team, Elmer.
Well,
I know it's week 1.
They're a good football team, and it's going to be interesting to see once they get into the Federal League how well they do.
It's not going to be easy this year. It's not easy.
No, there's some great competition. But, you know, it's really important. I really believe this, to win the first game of the season. That gives you momentum.
Young Jones here gives to Kyrie Young.
Oh, he may get outside. Oh, missed tackle.
Young has the sideline just about, but J.R. Rupert chases him down along with Elliot Torno. You know, I'll tell you what.